Hello, it's Alexis, and look, I just got a haircut. I lost all that weight. Check it out. So I don't know if you've seen me before, but I had hair like way down to here, and this morning I was like, it's gone. And this is so cool. Can you hear me over that motorcycle? Okay. But here's the thing. It's 8/8. It's August 8th in the US. This is an opening of like a whole new time. I am not an astrologer, but if you want to Google it, go to Mystic Mama. Google Mystic Mama. She's got 2 M's in the name. This is like a huge moment in time because all of the stars and planets are aligning. I'm sure you can feel it. And all they're saying is get rid of the stuff that you don't want to do. Now, this is really hard. I was born without the risk button. Like, I don't have a fear button. So it's easy for me to go and just take big risks and do things like, oh, cut off all my hair or do whatever I want because I don't have the fear button that a lot of people have. But if you do have the fear button, there's still some things that you can do. And one of the ones that I love to ask myself is, what do I actually know that I need to do to feel better? And who's there, by the way? I am having so much trouble seeing things when I'm on this. Sometimes my Periscope works and sometimes it doesn't. But hi, I don't know who you are. I can't see who you are. But hello. So one of the things that I really like to do is ask myself, if I didn't have fear, if I wasn't worried about the consequences, if I wasn't worried what people would think of me, what would I actually do right now? Because some part of you knows, and if you feel like, oh, I don't know what I want, I don't know what it is, tell yourself, yes, I do. What if I did know what I wanted to do? And another great question you can ask yourself is, what is the biggest thing that I can do? Like, what's the number one thing I can do that's going to have the biggest impact? So some part of you in your subconscious knows the answer to that. So for me, it's always write a book. Write a book, write a book. That doesn't mean I've taken the steps to write a book, but I can hear it constantly, that voice that's like the best thing you can do, the thing that's going to make the biggest leap for you is to write a book. And for a long time, I'm like, well, I don't know, and I'm not sure about that, and is that really it? But you can trust yourself. Like, you can trust, I know that I'm clear, I know what I want to do, and I'm going to make it happen. So that's a really great question to have, and I wish I could see you guys. I'm wondering, if you have any questions you'd like to ask yourself. But yeah, the best thing you could do right now is to get rid of stuff. Clean out the closet. Cut off the bad hair. Throw away things that aren't needed in your life. And that can be relationships that you're like continually just beating the drum that's not actually helpful for you. My sister told me this the other day. You don't have to text back. Like, let it go. Even if you've been in a relationship, like a friendship or somebody with years and years and years, if it's not serving you anymore, let it go. You don't have to apologize. You don't have to do long explanations. Let go at this moment in time of whatever is holding you back, because like everything's coming together to support you actually being who you want to be. And we all have big dreams, and sometimes those big dreams look small to other people. They're like, oh, my big dream is to have a family and have a beautiful home and be happy. That's a big dream, but maybe you're holding yourself back from it because you think like, well, it's not possible for me, or I'm never going to get there with my income or any of that. Like, we got to let go of a bunch of junk right now so that we can actually do what we're meant to do, even if meant to do isn't like changing the world or going on this grand mission. So, questions to think. What is it that I can do? Oh, hold on. Motorcycles and a car next to me backing up. Questions to think, like, what do I know that I want to do? Like, what is the best thing I can do right now to make the biggest difference in my life? That if I let myself do it. So if I let myself do it, what is it that would make the biggest impact? And even if your mind goes, oh, I don't know, tell yourself, if I did know, what would it be? And just leave that space, because the answer may come to you another time. It may not come right now, but leave that space open. Tell yourself that you do know and that you're open to receiving the message of what is it that you can do that's going to make the biggest impact. And that's huge. It's okay if you don't then run out and do it, because that's a lot of pressure, but know it. Like, what's the biggest thing that you can do in your life right now, this year, this month, in this transitional moment in time to make that huge impact and get you to where you want to go? Another thing to say is, if I wasn't afraid, like if I wasn't afraid of what people were going to say, if I wasn't afraid of how they'd react, if I wasn't afraid that they'd be hurt and yell at me, what would I let go of? Like, what would I just stop doing? What would I stop thinking about myself? How would I stop talking? Like, how would I stop like hanging out with these people or going to this place, or would I just say no to that commitment? Like, what is it that you would let go of so that you could just feel how you want to feel instead of constantly pressured? Oh, hey, Rodrigo. I can't see people joining. Oh, good. So half the time I can't ever see any chats or anything. My Periscope is so weird. But I trust that it's just doing its thing at the right time. So one of the cool things is, oh, hey, I can see you. Hello. Thanks for coming. So we're talking about what are the things that we can do to like get over this, because this is 8/8. It's August 8th. It's an 8-year. If you add up 2 and 1 and 5, 8-year, huge astrologically. I'm doing really well. I just got my hair cut. Like literally, it's still wet from the hair salon. And I was on such a high. I was like, I have to Periscope. Yeah, 8/8/8. So I'm not an astrologer, but I was just on Mystic Mama. She's awesome. I've been reading everything I can about it because I've been feeling this in the last 2 weeks. I'm like, whoa, I'm going through a huge transition. I'm no longer telling myself crap that isn't true. Oh, thank you. I love it. I love it. It was like way down to here. I just feel so much lighter, but that's what I'm going through right now. Like this lightness, I'm getting rid of clothes. I'm getting rid of relationships that don't serve me. More importantly, I'm getting rid of beliefs that don't serve me. So I work on clarity. I'm a strategic coach. I used to be a strategist in the U.S. government. I'm all about alignment, like aligning to what you want. And the irony of all of that is that I've been the most non-committal person on the planet. Literally like I can't decide what I want to eat for dinner. I can't decide where I want to live. I can't decide any of that. And that's a waste of energy. It's exhausting to be uncommitted, to not knowing what you want or allowing what you want to come forward. And all of a sudden with this energy, yes, so much transformational. Exactly. Like all of this energy that's happening and shifting around in the world, all of a sudden I'm like, wait, I'm ready. Like I'm ready to say this is what I want and this is what I want to be. Oh, look at the hearts. Thank you. Like this is who I want to be. And I'm ready to let go of that habit of thinking that's telling me, oh, I can't choose. Yes, I'm ready. Exactly. Like we are ready and everything is lining up to support us to be ready. So what are the thoughts that are going on in your head that are telling you like, that, they're bad habits? Like, so for me, it was, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I want to do. I'm not sure what my message is. I'm not sure what my business is about. I'm not sure who I am. And like, I was constantly waiting for this clarity. Oh, hey, I don't see your name, but CNY Staggs. Hey, like constantly waiting for this clarity. And then all of a sudden with the energetic shifts that are going on, I'm like, forget it. What if I'm just clear? Hey, Tina, what if I'm just clear? So what are the mental thoughts or patterns or habits that you can just let go of right now? Maybe it's, oh, I'm not confident enough, or, oh, I'm not one of the special people, or, oh, I'm not pretty enough, or I'm not wealthy enough, or I'm not whatever enough. I'm the wrong height. I'm the wrong, whatever it is. I'm not kind enough. That's another one. I'm so sarcastic in my private life, and I'm always like, if I show up and I'm sarcastic, then people are going to think I'm horrible. And how can a life coach who's really like empowering with yoga and meditation and coaching be so sarcastic and mean? Let it go. Like, who cares? Exactly. Release. That's actually a funny story. I should tell another time. But release, let it go. That is what this is about. It's about letting go of the heaviness of whatever is getting in your way and stepping into the lightness of what you'd rather be instead. And the beauty of this moment in time is that literally all the planets and stars have aligned to help you. So if you're feeling that inclination, go for it. What is the biggest thing that you can do right now to become who you want to be? We all have that little answer. It's in the back of your head. We all have it. Like, what's that answer? Listen to it. Again, that doesn't mean you have to take action on the big thing, but just acknowledging like, oh, that is what I could do. Like, that is the big step I could make. And then you can start with smaller steps. So like cutting my hair, not a huge thing. Is it a step on the way to believing in myself and writing my book? Absolutely, because I'm saying, oh, I hear that impulse. The impulse tells me that I want to do this. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to feel great because I followed that impulse, which means I trust myself more to do more things. So I'm going to follow more impulses. So how about anybody? What kind of beliefs do we have going on in your heads? I would love to hear. I'm sharing mine pretty wide open, like that I'm not clear, that I'm not good enough, that I'll never be like that, oh, this is a big one, that I'm too old to pursue what I like. You might think I look really young. I'm 35. But yeah, exactly, Gabby Bernstein. In order to awaken the world to the light, we must not be afraid to shine. Exactly. And so many of us are, right? And that's the other thing. Like, what if people hate me? One of my readers, I blog every day, and one of my readers contacted me and she said, I'm so scared to talk about what I want to talk about. Oh, thanks for the hearts. I'm so scared to talk about what I want to talk about because people are so, she wants to talk about race and peace and move into the world of politics. And she lives in a country where there's a lot of racial tension. Exactly, 51. Thanks, Tina. You're never too old. And that's really what it is. It's the same with this woman who was contacting me. You have to put yourself out there, because if you're thinking it, if you're believing it, then, oh, I'm at AlexisPierce.com. Alexis like Alex is, and then Pierce like you pierce an ear, AlexisPierce.com. Yeah, I blog every weekday, so if you really want motivational, inspiring, awesome thoughts that come out of this head through me out, you should join me. I'm also on YouTube. I've got a bunch of videos, especially yoga and business and life coaching videos on YouTube. Yeah, you're never too old to dream. Exactly. And that's the thing, like, you have to shine. Because I love this Kat Laterzo, who's one of my business coaches, who I absolutely love. She's an Australian blogger, if you haven't read her before. She talks about the fact that, like, and a lot of people talk about this, that if everybody's connected, so we're all connected, if I'm not living to my fullest purpose, if I'm not shining and giving everything that I've got, then I'm denying other people what they needed to learn from me. Because if we're all like a jigsaw puzzle, then we're all coming together. And if I'm not fully doing my part, then you're not fully getting what you needed from me, which means you can't fully succeed. So if you're holding yourself back and not being, yeah, exactly, Rodrigo. Like, if you're not being who you need to be, then you're actually robbing other people of their potential. Like, think about that. You are stealing potential from other people. When you shine, you allow others to shine. In fact, you have to shine for others to shine, because otherwise you are literally robbing them of their opportunity to be themselves. And the same goes with other people. You need them to shine for you to shine. So what does that mean? There's no competition. Like, there's no competition. We need everybody to step up. Yeah, Rodrigo's awesome. Thank you for pointing that out. You're awesome. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Yvette. So yeah, there's no competition. Everybody has to get up better together and step up together, which means that all of us can lose a little bit right now. Like, all of us can release some of those fears. All of us can release some of those blocks. Hey, Yvette, you're awesome. I can't wait to actually meet you. Like, all of us can move on. So think about the beliefs that you're having, whether it's you're too old, you're not rich enough, you don't live in the right place, you're not connected enough, you're not whatever, like maybe you're not fearless enough. Exactly. Follow that design guidance. Think inside, what is the thing that I can do that would make the biggest transformation in my life? For me, for the world, for the people that I want to speak to, for the message that I want to share. And that's the thing. Don't be afraid of your message. Your message is who you are. You can't be separated from your message. Like, you embody certain qualities and certain truths, and people are going to pick those up from you, whether you put them into words or not. So you might as well put them into words and then shout about it. And it doesn't have to be the message of, if you're in business, like, oh, get $5,000 this month, or, you know, you can move to 1 million customers, or whatever it is. Your message could be, hey, you're enough. Or like, hey, feel good about yourself. Or hey, stop being hard on yourself. Or hey, addiction is okay. It's just a coping mechanism, but like, you deserve better and you can heal yourself. Like, there are all sorts of ways that you can share your message. But the question is, what is it that you can do right now to move yourself to being exactly what you want to be? Just one step, just one thing, just hear the message. And then there's a bunch of little things too, like maybe you want to cut your hair, get a lot lighter. Maybe you want to throw out a bunch of clothes. Like, make space in your life for the new you to step forward. This time, 888, again, Google it, 888, it's the Lion's Gate. You can go to Mystic Mama, or if somebody here actually is an astrologer, feel free to put your info in there, because I am not, but I love this stuff and I've been feeling it in my life, like this total unleashing. We had the Global Meditation Scope today, which I don't know if you guys were on, but I was teaching this morning. Global Meditation Scope, so like everybody came together on one day and is just teaching meditation for 24 hours straight. Like, talk about letting go of stuff, like no more competition. Everybody's coming together. All of this meditation happening, clearly there's a shift. So what can you release? What are you holding on to that you need to let go of? And more importantly, what do you want to step into? Let's focus on the vision. Vision, vision, vision. All right. Awesome. I wish I could see more of you guys, but awesome. Thank you. You can do it. You can do it. Go get rid of stuff today. Saturday, Sunday. Let it go. Mwah.